Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unscaled Travel Show. I am Jeremy Long, your host, the hostess with the mostest, right? I'm here with my co-host and co-explorer, Amy.
Hello.
We are coming to you from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada in the Diamondback Land Surveying Studios. And this week on Unscaled, we are diving into the weirdest, wildest, and most stomach-churning food competitions on Earth. We're going to talk about everything. Chili-fueled showdowns, tuna-tossing madness. There are dumpling races in Magnolia.
Magnolia?
Or
Mongolia?
Magnolia, too. I'm sure there is. Can't read. All over the world and since the beginning of time, human time anyway, food and competitions kind of go hand in hand. And we're even going to talk about some competitions that are kind of food adjacent, where maybe the prize is food. There's certainly one where you can win your weight in beer, or more specifically, your spouse's weight in beer. There's all kinds of stuff so much of our lives, I don't think we think about it enough, that so much of our lives circle food.
I agree with that. I think we use food as a way to celebrate. We use it as a coping mechanism. We use it as just a way to fellowship with people. But I do wonder when we turn food into a competition. Like, who was the first person to go, I bet I can eat more of those than you? Because I've always wondered, when I hear about these things, where did this get started? Pie eating contest,
right?
Hot dog eating contest, all these things. And you're like, who said, okay, I dare you to eat 5 of those. Okay, now I'm going to eat 10 of those. Is that how it started?
I don't remember it so much in the Bible. But maybe somewhere, back there, they're like, what did they eat back then?
I don't know.
Fish and loaves. Exactly, right there. So,
you think it goes back to Cain and Abel and sibling rivalry?
Jesus Christo was just probably Cain and Abel. That's a good one. But let's kick it off by talking about some of the biggest contests out there, especially here in the United States. Now, we could make an entire segment just about the food competitions in the United States, because we have this, this love-hate thing going on with food. We all love food. We hate the ramifications of eating food all the time, right? We're the most obese nation in the world, and we have all of this excess. But hey, we're going to push all of that out of our minds.
We're going to celebrate the excess today.
We're going to talk about probably the most famous one, at least here in the United States. It's celebrated every July 4th, which is, just so happens to be Independence Day here in the United States. And that is Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever watched this?
I have not, but I know every year on the 4th of July, you get updates as to who wins and how many hot dogs they win, and you tell me. So I'm very aware of this competition, but no, I don't think I could watch people shove 70-something hot dogs in their mouth in it's like a ridiculous amount of time.
I don't think I approved this copy when I just wrote it out. I just was writing. But yes, every year, July 4th, on Coney Island in New York, Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest allegedly started, years and years ago, but it really hit its stride in the last couple of decades. Now to the point where ESPN covers it. It has major sponsors involved.
It's considered a sporting event? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, it is considered a sporting event. It is run by, and I don't know if you've ever heard of this, there is a Major League Eating.
No.
Yes. These guys, and men and women, they have men and women's divisions, and they have worldwide rankings. They earn points based on how they finish in different eating competitions.
Do they have playing cards?
Probably. Should they have mustard packets or something?
I don't know.
Bowls of ramen. So the biggest one they have is Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, right? The winners get $10,000. And then they get the famed mustard belt, which I just want the belt.
Is it really made out of mustard, or is it just mustard color?
Why would it be made out of mustard?
I don't know. Why would it be called a mustard belt? I don't understand. Why is it not a bread belt or a hot dog belt?
At least it's not the mayo belt. There's something about that grosses me out. But Joey Chestnut is probably the most famous competitive eater in the world outside of, what's that guy's name? Kobayashi? A little Japanese guy from a few years back. I think he was, Kobayashi. Yeah, there you go. But those two, probably the most famous or most well-known pro eaters. And then there's, let's see. Then there's, what was the lady's name? Miki Soto. Miki Soto is pretty well known too. She is perennially one of the best women's competitive food eaters. Anyway, Joey has a record, 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
I cannot fathom that.
They actually have techniques that they teach you about. They include dunking the buns in water and what they call a Solomon technique, which is to break the dogs in half and consume them.
I don't want to get into disgusting matters, but what happens after the 10 minutes are over?
That's a whole different competition.
Okay.
But even not to be outdone, Canada has one. Not a hot dog eating contest. Canada has a world poutine eating championship.
Oh.
What is poutine?
Poutine? It's like French fries covered in gravy and cheese. That's like the Americanized version of it.
Yeah. In Toronto every year, usually held around October or so, they have the World Poutine Eating Championship, which is open to both pro eaters and amateur eaters. It's hosted as a celebrity event. Proceeds and stuff go to youth causes. I don't know if anything like that happens with Nathan's. I think that's good old American capitalism right there. But competitors are known to regularly eat 25 to 30 plus pounds of fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
Oh my gosh. No. We just actually had poutine when we went to a restaurant not too long ago, and they brought it out on a platter, and you and I both ate on it for like an hour, and I don't think that mound of poutine went down at all. So I can't. There's 30 pounds of this.
There's so much wrong with the sentences you just said. And I'm trying to be a grown up about this, and I am fighting it. Even the Dutch have one. The Dutch have a pancake eating competition. Now, this is something that actually I love pancakes.
You do.
This sounds like something that's right up my alley. But usually small towns and different regions around in the Netherlands have their own competitions that are tied to festivals, usually during the summer months around what they call King's Day. So around a holiday as well. Good time. Where they are called, they're mini fluffy pancakes, and they have powdered sugar on top of them. They're called,
they have a name.
Something like Poffered cheese or something like that. Poffered, I'm butchering that, but it's Pofferties or something. But they're these mini fluffy pancakes, and you can find videos of people just, what's the right word here? Going to town.
I'm not going to say anything else because you don't seem to like what I'm saying.
I'm giggling. Like a little kid over here. I'm perpetually 8 years old.
You do love pancakes, though. And we've eaten pancakes in a lot of countries. I feel like that's kind of a universal food because sometimes it's a pancake. Sometimes
like a griddle cake.
Yeah, like a griddle cake. We've even had some that were in the shape of like characters. If you remember in Japan, the Hello Kitty pancakes that were sold at a festival. So I think
these would probably be about the size of those.
Okay.
So these are about the size of little silver dollar things. So they have a record of 150 plus pancakes in about 10, 15 minutes time.
Wow.
Which is still, even if they're smaller ones, you got to think about how these mini fluffy pancakes, powdered sugar, all kind of, they expand or whatever. There's methods to the madness, I hear. There's like classes, and a lot of these people teach.
You got to prime your stomach.
You got to put on your eating pants. Make sure they're good and stretchy. Got to loosen them bowels up. Oh my God. Okay.
Gosh.
Unscaled Travel Show.
Unscaled Travel Show is brought to you by Diamondback Land Surveying. For all your land surveying needs, contact Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-DBLS.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. Jeremy Long here with my co-explorer, Amy.
Hello.
We're in Sin City, the Diamondback Land Surveying Studios. Talking about expanding our bowels, expanding our horizons.
Wearing stretchy pants.
Talking about food competitions around the world. And I am 8 years old, just forever. I wanted to mention there's actually a really, it's growing bigger and bigger. There's a chili cook-off in a place called Terlingua, Texas. Mm-hmm. It's mainly a ghost town. It's outside of Big Bend National Park. And there's what I think is unique about it. There's actually two chili cook-offs that go on almost simultaneously. They're two rival events. Each one claims that they are the originator and this is the real, this is the championship you're actually trying to get. But it just turns into a weekend of eating chili in the desert in a ghost town.
I love it.
And it sounds like everything that I want to go do.
This competition's over 50 years old. So
yeah.
Almost 60 years ago, somebody went out into the desert to a ghost town and was like, let's make chili out here.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're out there, like, you don't have to have any of the passes or, like, I don't know, regulations of state of, like, you're just out there in the desert. You can fix some beans. Like, chili is a real hot button issue with people from the South, especially people like Texas.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Skyline chili. That is.
Oh, that's not chili.
I'll fight people over that. Okay. But the real question is always beans in chili, yes or no?
I think it depends on the chili.
Oh my gosh.
There's different types of chili.
Yeah.
And like, what are you putting the chili on?
There's right ways to do it and wrong ways to do it. And they both.
I mean, I prefer no beans personally.
No. Yeah. No beans.
No beans.
I don't like beans in chili. I don't like it. It's an abomination, basically. But yes, if you go to Terlingua, you can get your fill. Two rival chili events going on at the same time. So.
And this has turned into like a giant festival. It's not just, they're serving chili. Like it is, they have musical acts out there. Like
tens of thousands of people.
It's multiple days and people go and like, it's a huge event.
And they have competitors that enter these competitions from all around the world. They have trophies, trash talk, enough spice to kill small animals if some of this stuff gets on the ground. Or if an armadillo accidentally licks some up or something.
Poor armadillo.
He'll just remember the Alamo and curl up in a ball, and he'll be done. Do you like, how hot and spicy do you like your chili?
I like my chili fairly spicy. I mean, we are from Southeast Texas where we have Mexican food influence and Cajun influence. So we like a lot of spice and we like a lot of heat. However, I don't like it as hot as our son likes it. He's a fan of like ghost pepper level hot, which I think leads into our next set of food competitions. Yeah.
These are all centered around spices and how spicy things can get, how hot they can get. And you win. They're competitions and they're challenges. You can win, but victory often comes with tears, hallucinations, and sometimes a bucket. For
a glass
whatever,
of milk, maybe.
For whatever goes into a bucket. In South Carolina, here in the United States, they have a Carolina Reaper Chili Pepper Challenge. Okay. And supposedly this is the home of the pepper's creator, Ed Curie, there in Fort Mill, South Carolina. So they have this challenge. The challenge is eating multiple whole Carolina Reapers, which is Guinness certified as the hottest pepper on earth at the moment. Because they're always, for some reason, we're always creating new peppers or something. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. I was asking you the other day, like, when's the last time someone created a new vegetable?
You did ask me that, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I assume there's hybrid vegetables, but I guess it does still happen. I get my question was like, are they seeing who can eat the most of these, or are there varying levels of hotness and like it gets hotter and hotter?
Yeah,
I don't understand this one exactly, but ghost peppers are very, very hot. I don't think I could
Yeah,
participate in this one.
they have what they call a Scoville rating, right? And the higher it is, obviously, the hotter the pepper is, or more it burns, or however they actually measure it. Carolina Reapers, 1.6 to 2.2 million. And I don't know what the actual scale is from 0 to whatever, so I just imagine that's freaking hot. Ed Curry, who invented, or I guess developed, the Carolina Reaper himself, has said he bred an even hotter hybrid, hybrids called like Pepper X is the actual name of it, Pepper X. But the Carolina Reaper is still the headlining act. So there are hotter peppers out there, which is weird because the Guinness record should be there with Carolina Reapers, right? Participants have experienced seizures, fainting,
What?
vomiting,
You would voluntarily sign up for this?
and in one case, temporary brain issues.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is, I mean, you have to
No.
sign all kinds of waivers and stuff, I
No.
would imagine.
No, thank you.
Oh, man. Not to be outdone. In India, they have some curry houses like Brick Lane and different places that they have, I guess it's called the spiciest curry in the UK. British India curry houses. Excuse me. Not in India, but British India's. Sometimes made with 10 hot peppers or more.
So I'm not a huge fan of curry, but the only time I do ever eat curry, I eat the not spicy kind because I want to like enjoy the actual flavor. I feel like something can get so spicy it doesn't actually taste like anything anymore. It's just hot.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what this curry would be. It's just hot. There's no flavor. It doesn't taste like anything, just fire.
The customers there try to finish a bowl without drinking any milk or water, which I hear water makes it worse, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to like drink milk. But those restaurants like Brick Lane Curry House award certificates, and they have a much revered wall of flame.
Wall of flame.
A few diners end up in the ER. So you do have to sign a legal waiver. These, that's what scares me about the spice competitions.
Wow.
Is that it actually can mess up your body, right? Not to be outdone. Indonesia, Death Noodles Challenge. They have a Death Noodle Challenge. Yeah. No.
Any food that says death, I have to just stay away from it.
They have what they call bird's eye chili, where they serve up to 20 of these peppers per plate. And I guess it's just survive. I guess that's what, I don't know what the actual competition is.
I don't know.
Do you remember those like shows like Man versus Food?
Yeah.
And he would do those food challenges.
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes it's just a battle of attrition. Like, I want to do this to see if I can do this.
Maybe so.
And it's pretty wild to me.
I like things hot, but I don't like it so hot that it makes me have a seizure or go to the hospital.
Yeah, that is a good rule to live by in life. In England, they also have a chili pepper eating championship as well. So, I mean, there's different levels. Keep it right here, Unscaled Travel Show. Be right back.
Unscaled Travel Show is brought to you by Diamondback Land Surveying. For all your land surveying needs, contact Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-DBLS.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Jeremy Long here with my co-host and co-explorer. I'm going to call you a co-eater.
I was just about to say that. I'm your co-eater.
That doesn't sound right. I don't know.
Nothing about this episode sounds right.
Anyway, she's Amy. I'm Jeremy. Check us out online, unscaledtravelshow.com. Check us out on YouTube, Unscaled Travel Show. We got some different tales. It's not about this.
If you're expecting this on the YouTube, you will be disappointed.
Separate you two, I guess. Have you ever entered into a pie eating contest or anything like that? A local festival?
No.
We used to have all
not.
kinds of local festivals, right?
Yeah.
We had the Heritage Festival, and we had like the Pecan Festival.
The River Fest, yeah.
Usually, okay, so they have pie eating contests sometimes at little country
like the state
festivals.
fair, yeah.
All around the world. I've seen them all around the world, right? The Pecan Festival, I don't know if they still do this. In Groves, Texas, they have the Pecan Festival, and they used to have a pie eating contest, and of course it was pecan pie. Some people
love pecan pie.
Some people say pecan.
Oh, no.
Okay. Some of you might be confused because you say pecan. And I'm telling you the actual way to say it is pecan.
Where we're from,
wrong.
that's how you say it.
You're wrong, and don't bring that trash to my house, right? But they had, and I don't know if they still do this, but they had a pie eating contest. It was pecan pie. And I have to tell you, it was the most disgusting thing. And I'm 42 years old, and I find myself in weird situations a lot. More than I like to admit. And this was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Wait,
outside of
were you in it, or you were just watching it?
No, I was watching it.
Because you don't even really like pecan pie that much.
Well, yeah, which hence why I wasn't in the competition.
I can see this now, yeah.
But pecan pie, if you've ever seen it or had it, it's sticky. It's made with what? Molasses?
And Cairo syrup, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
super sticky and everything. This stuff was all over people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that would gross me out.
Top to bottom. You had grown people. You had people that had families. You had people that were. I think I saw the mayor of that town up there. All kinds of people, and they were covered head to toe in this junk. And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you speed eat pecan pie. I really don't, because depending on how the pecans are in there, like they could be really large, and you need to chew. Yeah. Chew it well before
you could choke.
Yeah. I wouldn't speed eat that. Maybe pumpkin, because it's just mush.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, pecans are very, they mean something to that town, right?
They do, yeah.
They used to be groves of pecan
trees, yeah.
Pecan trees and things. So these next few are food contests where the why actually kind of matters a little bit. So it goes a little bit sponsored than say like a little bit deeper than like sponsors like a Nathan's hot dog eating contest or stuff. In England, they have a black pudding throwing or hurling championship.
Okay.
Yeah. And this supposedly goes back to the time of the War of the Roses. So hundreds of years ago. It's said in legend that the warring factions between the House of Lancaster and the House of York were battling in this town in England. They ran out of ammunition and they resorted to throwing food at each other because why not?
So is this like the world's first food fight?
Yeah, where they were actually trying to kill each other. Yes. Black pudding was from the House of Lancaster or Lancashire. There you go. And Yorkshire pudding's from Yorkshire.
Really?
So the competition basically is competitors must knock down the most Yorkshire puddings placed on this 7.6 meter high plinth. What's a plinth?
Just probably like a podium or something.
Okay. But you got to do that by hurling 3 black puddings at them. This is an actual competition.
But I think if you're not aware of what black pudding is.
What is black pudding?
It's a sausage.
Is it a sausage?
It's blood sausage. It's not actual pudding. It's blood sausage. And Yorkshire pudding is like, it's more like a bread type of thing. So I don't understand how the ones throwing bread thought they were going to compete with sausage.
You know how we have chocolate snack packs here? And it's just chocolate pudding? I thought they were hurling pudding at each other.
No. Think of a hot link, basically. They were throwing hot links at each other.
I did not read our notes here. I was like, this kind of sounds like a hard game. They're just, throwing mayonnaise at each other or something.
No.
That's a disgusting thing. Oh, it's sausage. Well, I don't know if that's better.
But don't they even have, they have to throw it a certain way? They can't, it's the whole thing. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it, and it's hilarious to watch.
They're trying to get it corrected from throwing to hurling because one of the rules is you can't overhand it.
Right.
You have to underhand it. So hurling is a little bit more accurate of a term, but that makes so much more sense. I keep thinking if someone throws a sausage at me, Remember the old days in France? Like people would get offended. You were back. You were there, right? But like, one guy would take off a glove and slap the other guy. They had a duel. Someone had to go. All right. They fought with guns. If someone throws a sausage at me.
Do you throw a sausage back? Do you up the ante? I don't know what happens. Do you duel with sausages?
Someone would have to go. Someone would have to leave that vicinity right there, man. It's like, I don't know. But it's a very, maybe our friends, we got affiliates over there, like our friends at CDF Film. Maybe they can confirm this for us. I wonder if any of our listeners in England have actually
done this, participated.
Have you thrown sausage?
Hurled. Have you hurled?
Have you hurled a sausage at your friend? Or during a competition? Or
please write us and let us know. Send us video.
Ancient conflict, food as a weapon, beer. I mean, that sounds like a great time, honestly.
I think you would love this.
Outside of someone throwing a sausage. I mean, well, as long as they're not throwing sausage at me, I guess I should. I don't know why that offends me so much.
It's hilarious.
It went from being pudding to being
sausage.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know what else to say here. I don't know how to transition this into anything else. Unscaled Travel Show. Let's take a breath. We'll be right back.
Unscaled Travel Show is brought to you by Diamondback Land Surveying. For all your land surveying needs, contact Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-DBLS.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. Jeremy Long here with my co-host and co-explorer, Amy.
Hello.
We're in the Diamondback Land Surveying Studios in beautiful Las Vegas, talking about food eating competitions and food adjacent.
Adjacent?
Yeah, I know, man. Well, we're talking about all this food. I'm getting hungry, so I'm like drooling on myself over here. It's really fun to talk about. Talking about all this throwing, right? We were talking about hurling black pudding, which is actually sausage.
Mm-hmm.
I love England. But not to be outdone, Australia. And I believe we've mentioned this one before because it has turned into kind of a festival a little bit, but they do have the tuna toss.
It has a name. You have to say it.
Port Lincoln, South Australia. What?
It has a very specific name.
The Tuna-rama? The tuna toss is part of the Tuna-rama Festival in Port Lincoln, South Australia. It's been going on since 1979. I'll explain the competition, right? Because it's pretty straightforward. The competition is to throw a tuna as far as possible.
A frozen tuna.
Originally, a fresh tuna was used, but since 2008, competitors throw a weighted plastic tuna in the initial heats, okay? In the finals, they use a frozen bluefin tuna with a rope handle threaded through the gills. But before you call PETA, hold on. No fish are killed for the competition. Only undersized fish that have died naturally are used. Our friends at our wonderful affiliate, 2Hey FM in Hay, Australia, I gotta know if any of them have ever been. Have any of you ever been to Tuna-rama? Because that sounds pretty fun. We've been to towns like Seattle, right? And they have that store in, what is that marketplace? The famous marketplace? Pike Marketplace, where they are throwing the fish around to people that are buying fish, right? And those fish are pretty weighty.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine.
That's what I was wondering. How heavy are these tunas that they're throwing now? Because
let me tell you, the distance record right here we have in front of us is over 37 meters, which is more than 120 feet. That's throwing a tuna?
Far.
Wow. I don't know if I could throw a football 120 feet.
I find it funny that the reason they stopped using fresh tuna for the earlier rounds was because they claim of decay issues.
Well, you're chunking a fish. I mean, yeah. I mean, is someone catching it or is it just
I
popping on the
don't.
ground?
Well, that was my question first, but I don't think anybody's catching it. It's just how far can you throw it? Like a long jump, but for fish.
Just chunking it. I would see, like, trebuchets. They used to launch rocks at, they were siege weapons.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But men, trebuchets. Putting a fish on there and just
like
chunking
a catapult?
A fish. Yeah, kind of a catapult.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
Would it explode on impact?
In Finland, actually in a couple parts of the world, but we're going to talk about the one in Finland. In Finland, they have a wife carrying world championship. Now, this one, let me just cut you off here, that is not an eating competition. This is not an I did not think
These are the food adjacent.
These are the food adjacent ones. I gotta. They have a wife carrying world championship in Finland. It's the first weekend of July usually. Men carry their partners or someone else's, for you bachelors, through a 250-meter obstacle course, including water pits and sand traps.
Okay.
The prize is the wife's weight in beer.
Really?
So you don't
want a skinny wife up there?
It would help you. It would help you to carry your partner if they're very tiny, if they're one of those little tiny ones. But the prize would not be.
The prize is relatable to the weight. Okay,
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
So
It makes
my
sense to
sister
me.
and her husband have done one of these wife carrying competitions. They didn't win food, but
Was it just pride?
I don't know what they didn't win, but it was actually one of the mudder competitions where her husband had to carry her through mud and do obstacle courses. And I'm shocked that my sister did it, to be honest, because she's not somebody who likes to get dirty. But she said it was so much fun.
Well,
And she was covered in mud by the time they were done. And he literally carried her. And I think this is one of those things where it doesn't matter how you carry them. They can be over your shoulder. Some carry the woman upside down because it's easier to hold on that way. So I'm like a monkey. I don't know, but I can't see us doing this, to be honest.
I don't know. I think we'd hit that first water pit. Do husbands ever just kind of take their time through that water pit if they're...
Well, because if you drop the woman, you get a time penalty, or you have to go back to the beginning. So you should take your time.
I thought I saw one before where they had to carry. It was like the wife was on their back, or the spouse was on their back, and they had to be like upside down.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've seen that one, right? I didn't just imagine this.
No,
right?
I'm telling you, that's like what they did.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going through mud and water. Your spouse
How is she not drowning in the water?
That they're going to take their time through the mud.
I think you would say, let's just go buy the beer.
Yeah, I'd just be like, what are we doing here? It allegedly began as a nod to 19th century bandits who would literally take women from villages and just run off with them.
Okay, so we're celebrating that?
Hey, man, you know what? I'm just reading the copy. That's what I'm doing here. And then there are things that are less fun, but still very interesting. Have you ever seen those giant, vegetables?
Not in person, but on the Food Network.
So Alaska has an interesting one, again, food adjacent, where they have a giant cabbage weigh-off. In Palmer, Alaska, gardeners compete to grow and present the heaviest cabbage possible. Now, I've seen this done in Iowa and different places, but past champions of this giant cabbage weigh-off have broke 140 pounds. Can you imagine 140 pound?
I haven't seen this one about cabbages. Usually around Halloween, they have the pumpkin ones.
Yeah,
and I've seen that. And they're so big that they can't even move the pumpkin. It's just on a sheet and they're sliding it.
You ever had to compare your wife's weight to a giant cabbage? That's the next competition. We'll be right back.
Unscaled Travel Show is brought to you by Diamondback Land Surveying. For all your land surveying needs, contact Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-DBLS.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. Jeremy Long here with my co-explorer, Amy.
Hello.
We're in Sin City in the Diamondback Land Surveying Studios. We're talking about, I don't know, food competitions.
I wonder if we have any food competitions here. I've never heard of any. But you would think in a city of excess and sin, we would have food competitions.
What would they be eating?
I don't know.
Because usually, I mean, the foods are tied to something local, like the culture or the heritage. Vegas is very transient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, we do have things and we do have people from all over the world, but there's nothing at least I don't know on the surface, like what would be like a Vegas thing, you know, because there's tamale eating championships.
Which sounds incredible.
Buffalo wing eating championships. There's even a Major League Eating hosts a taco eating championship in San Antonio.
Let's go back to tamales.
Okay, tamales. I guess Vegas could be. I don't know. We had Elvis and the Rat Pack and everything, so it might be like a gin and tonic. But that's like
drinking competition.
That's like that's on the Strip every night. You can just go down there and see that.
True.
People are passed out in the bushes and everything else.
But we don't have great places to get tamales here in the city.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They do have some big tamale eating competitions. Usually during the holidays, they have these more Hispanic and Latino communities and cultures. And if you don't know what a tamale is, because they don't have tamales around the world, at least what we think of as tamales. Tamales are steamed corn husk wrapped bundles, right? And they're often filled with pork or chicken, cheese. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can make like a sweet variety and put something in them. Is that a good
kind of
good description?
You can look up what a tamale is if you really want to know.
Like, don't get your information from me. Don't pass that off as fact.
I love tamales, but when we eat them, I can eat 2, maybe 3, depending on how big the tamales are. Yeah. The fact that people do this competitively, it kind of goes with that hot dog thing. Like, I can't wrap my head around somebody eating 10, 15, 20 tamales.
Because what are tamales? What's the outside of them? What is the actual husk?
Well, it's like meat, but it's wrapped in sort of not a dough, but like a cornmeal, like a cornmeal dough, and then it's in a husk, which is like steamed. So
when you cook them, I mean, they actually could be pretty.
They're pretty heavy
of a meal, right? So eating a few of them, I can eat like 3 or 4, if they're bigger. One guy in a Major League Eating contest down 95 tamales in 10 minutes.
95.
Yeah.
I really can't picture that.
They have an official championship, a tamale eating championship in Louisville, Texas every year. $4,500 total prize purse for the winner.
45. Would that even buy 95 tamales?
Not good ones. I'll tell you right now. Not good ones.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so the tamale eating competition, and then of course there's I've heard of oyster shucking competitions. There can be all over the world wherever you find good oysters, and really it's just shucking live oysters as fast and as cleanly as possible. Which
sounds dangerous, though.
We grew up on the Gulf Coast, on the Gulf of Mexico or America, depending on what side of whatever crazy you stand on, but. For the first time ever, when I went to, I believe, Houston on a press trip a couple years ago, for the first time ever, I saw shucking up close.
Yeah,
and they let me do it with a shucking knife, and it's once you know how to do it, I guess it gets easier and easier, of course. But there takes some skill, some talent to do things like that.
But it's with a knife, so speed shucking. I imagine people lose fingers.
Yeah, They got gloves on and things. They're just tossing. I
don't know.
Oyster shells and fingers. And
maybe. I don't know.
It just gets out.
And they win $4,500, right?
They don't even win that for the oyster shucking. That's the tamales. That's not even the oysters. Oh my god. $4,500. Did they have during Ganesh, right? Am I saying there during the Ganesh festivals?
I guess, yes.
They have they call it laddu. Is it laddu?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Those eating competitions. Laddus are round, like dense, sweet balls made from. What's wrong with you? Made from flour and sugar and nuts and ghee. What they call ghee,
Yeah.
Ghe.
I equate it to what we know as pecan sandies. You know what I'm talking about?
Pecan sandies.
Yes.
You know,
but
yeah.
where you make a dough and then you roll it in the nuts and then you bake it. Yeah. That's what I equate it to.
So sweet balls made of nuts.
How old are you?
This is what it is. Anyway, they have those eating competitions where it's often run by local sponsors and everything for youth stuff. And then we go back to England because why not? In Stilton Village, they have the Stilton cheese rolling competition.
This is fun.
This is not the cheese wheel where they chase the cheese wheel down the hill.
Okay.
It's not that one.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Here teams roll 17-pound wheels of Stilton cheese down the main street. It's more about style and costume than actual like speed.
I see a weird little note on here that I'm just now seeing for the first time that it says you cannot use your hands.
Yeah.
What are you using?
Cheese can be rolled with your feet. It can be rolled with your head. They're homemade contraptions.
Oh.
Or if you got some sweet balls.
I want to see this one. I think we need to go watch this one.
Teams will dress as knights, monks, and aliens. It's very much a British fever dream.
I love their fancy dress.
I love it. And then later we can just throw sausage at each other. Let's go back to this one. I don't know what to do here. I'm crying. But a lot of these competitions prove that food isn't always just about sustenance, right? It's about storytelling. And sometimes all of this stuff is kind of baked into where our ancestors came from and things that happen. I mean, we talk about the blood pudding, throwing sausages at each other, maybe stemming from the War of the Roses and actual events, or the wife kidnapping competition. I don't know what that is. Where it might have come from a horrible thing that we're now celebrating with beer. But the tamale contests that are, tamales and food like that are deeply rooted in different cultures. So you can see where, just going back to what we were originally talking about, how much food plays such an important role in not only our day-to-day lives,
right,
but also entertainment and also just like, how we fellowship with each other, how communities come together.
Right, yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're dressed like a British dinosaur or, you're rolling.
Is a British dinosaur different than a non-British dinosaur?
Yeah.
It just has an accent?
Yeah, no. It's like, we're extinct, aren't we?
Please don't.
Okay,
Please
right.
don't.
Okay.
Please don't.
I'm going to go ahead and just
begging
apologize to our affiliates and our fans in England.
So if you had to participate in one of these,
Yeah.
which one would it be?
Any of these? Any of the ones we've talked about?
Yeah.
Just for taste's sake, I would start with the tamale
Okay.
festival. Just for fun, I would carry you around.
You
Try
would
to win
carry
some
me
beer.
around for fun?
And then just for grossness, the hot dog. Hot dog thing.
You would do the hot dog one? I know you like hot dogs, but do you like enough?
Hey.
Like them enough to eat 70?
Don't say that on a
And
public
tender-
forum. Yeah. Come on. What's wrong with you? Trying to keep this going. It's a family show. It's Jeremy Long, Amy, Unscaled. We'll be right back.
Unscaled Travel Show is brought to you by Diamondback Land Surveying. For all your land surveying needs, contact Diamondback Land Surveying at 702-823-DBLS.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unscaled Travel Show. Jeremy Long here with my co-host and co-explorer, Amy.
Hello.
We're in Las Vegas in the Diamondback Land Surveying Studios. We're talking about weird, wild, fun, fascinating, kind of gross food competitions from around the world. Having fun, trying to keep us on air. I don't know. It's not working out.
There's been a few questionable things.
I've already said some questionable things. I've already tried my English accent. There's so many reasons for you to not tune in. So we're very grateful for all of you that do. And for some reason, we put all these episodes on, Apple Podcasts and places like that, and people subscribe and they listen.
I don't know why.
We have an award.
We do. We have an award.
In name. They tried to send us a trophy and it allegedly got lost, and we don't have it.
I totally forgot about that. Right.
I was gonna do all kinds of pictures and stuff with it. I was really proud of that. We don't have it. That's
I'll
okay.
buy you an award, babe.
Yeah.
How about a wheel of cheese?
I'll push it around with my feet. Dress up like a dinosaur. And
like a British dinosaur.
Like a British. Just So we've talked chili cook-offs and tuna tossing, and finished competitions where you throw your wife around or something like that and win some beer. Now there's all kinds of different ones though, and some of them it's not always bizarre ones. There's like the Gyoza Speed Eating Championship. Now Gyoza, if I'm saying it correctly, our daughter who studies Japan and speaks Japanese and everything would correct us. But
yes.
It's one of our favorite things to eat when we have Japanese food, and we really love it, right? I mean, because it's like a steamed dumpling filled with, pork.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to an egg roll, but it's just a little bit different type of casing.
So in this competition, obviously, you're downing trays and trays of steaming dumplings. Often with the side, all you get is like chili oil or vinegar, but you have to use chopsticks, no hands. In the winter, simple enough. You get free gyoza for a year and possibly third-degree burns.
Because they usually have just come out of a fryer or
they're freshly
they've
steamed.
just been steamed.
Yeah.
We just ate some a few days ago, and every time we go to this place and they bring it to us, we have to sit and let it cool down for a few minutes because we've both burnt our mouths trying to eat it.
And there are so many that involve like cheese, different competitions that involve cheese, which is perfect for people like me who are lactose intolerant because you get a whole different competition if you partake in these. Often involve.
They're not eating the cheese, they're throwing the cheese.
Same thing. I call it the same thing. Often involves a sponge in a bucket. But in Switzerland, they have a stone cheese toss, right? And that's where you're chucking cheese, right?
Chucking?
Yeah.
Not hurling?
No.
What's the difference between chucking and hurling?
Anyway, it's been happening since 1805. In Costa Rica, they have a cheese tug of war. Now I might be able to get behind this. At some of the local agricultural fairs, they have a tug of war. Competitors pull on a giant strand of freshly spun palmito cheese. Palmito? Yeah. Think mozzarella string cheese, but longer than your arm until it snaps. Whoever gets the longest piece,
they
wins. Yeah.
So it's like pulling on the.
Pull.
That's what I was going to say, like the chicken bone.
Yeah, the wishbone of
a
turkey.
But instead it's cheese.
Yeah, it's a giant.
We have some string cheese in the fridge. You want to do a cheese pull and see who wins?
Well, often I'll get those out, and our dog.
Oh yes,
our dog will. Yeah, and that's a tug of war right there. He won't let go. Now this one, you'll really like, Amy. In North Carolina, and actually a few different places. I think they have one in Utah as well. But it's the Bug Fest bug eating contest.
No.
The North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, they hold a competition, an actual festival. It's basically education meets competition, right? They want to educate people on the value of bugs and all their different purposes and how they interact with the world and how they interact with us and why they're so important, right? And Bug Fest, the bug eating part of this contest, is to actually educate people on how bugs are a good protein source.
Oh, no. No. No.
Contestants chow down on live mealworms, crickets, and mystery bug shakes, and then your favorite cockroaches.
Ugh, no. I can't do it. I was in Mexico not too long ago, and they were trying to serve us dried crickets, and I couldn't do it. Everybody else at the table was eating it, and I asked them to bring me bug-free food.
Which is weird, because you grew up poor.
I did. Thank you for that reminder. If you ever want to be reminded of an awful time in your life.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what that...
I think you're implying that I've eaten bugs, and I probably have, but not voluntarily. Oh, thanks. I love you.
Bugs must be USDA approved for human consumption. So, I didn't know the USDA could approve cockroaches for human consumption.
I did not either.
No.
All I'm picturing, though, is what was that Food Network show with the guy that would go eat weird stuff? And a lot of time it was like bugs on skewers and things. And they were like barbecued.
Yeah. What was that guy's name?
I don't know.
It's called Weird Eats or something like that.
But it was always like gross things.
Yeah. Like sweet balls. And oyster, like Rocky Mountain oysters. You know what that is?
I do.
Okay. All right.
We're not.
It's those kind of things that he was, what was his name? Zimmerman?
Yeah.
Anthony Zimmerman or something like that. I don't know.
Andrew
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Zimmerman? There you go. But yes, I didn't know any of these. Those absolutely wouldn't be those East Texas roaches.
Oh, please stop.
Remember those giant ones?
Please stop.
So in East Texas, and I'm saying this for our worldwide audience here, in East Texas, they have what we would just simply call wood roaches. Mm-hmm. They basically lived in the trees.
And they flew.
Until it got cold, and then they would live in your house. And imagine a bug. And now our friends in Australia, probably this is like nothing to them because of what they have going on down there. Some kind of nuclear accident happened. And they have all kinds of stuff in Australia that actively trying to kill you. But these roaches, probably the size of your hand, at least your palm. And they could fly.
Several inches long, and they would fly
and they would fly. Yes. I remember one particular moment in our life where we just got home late from somewhere. We were walking into our house, and I was carrying our little sweet baby daughter. She was so little and so tiny and so sweet. And I was carrying her, and I was just like, oh, you're my sweet baby angel. And one of these things, and you could hear them, their wings.
They sound like hummingbirds.
They sound like bats. All I know is that was the first time I almost threw our child.
Drop the baby and run.
Not drop. I almost threw our child at this
like
bug.
Like a sacrifice to them?
Yes. Like one of us has to go, and it's going to be you, Bella.
Do you remember the time we came home and there was one on that basket thing, and you got it in a container and you took it across the street to let it go? But all I know is I was inside the house and I heard you shriek from across the street because when you opened the container, it flew out back at your face. And you came running across the street from the neighbor's house screaming like a little girl.
I am a brave man. I want all of you to remember that. Number one, I had to catch that bug. That
first. Was the biggest one I've ever seen.
It was the biggest bug.
It could have been like a mouse. That's how big it was.
We could have put a leash on that thing. It could have been the new family pet. And I tried to do the humane thing and take it across the street to our neighbor's house and put it in their yard so they can deal with it. And what thanks do I get? This thing flies back in my face. And when I tell you, there's never been another time where I wish our sweet baby angel daughter was in my arms. So I could chunk her at the bug to save my own life. We hope you've had fun. This walk down food competition. I don't know what the hell this was. There's no way to close this out. We'll see you guys next time.